1.3 million jobs would be lost. Have you looked at the demand side of the equation? The Affordable Care Act, or ObamaCare, has a huge impact on employers, and they are making economic decisions to determine how many employees they hire and what sort of hours that they ask these employees to work. Can you tell me in a short amount of time what impact that's had?
Yes, Congressman. So we looked and report in our outlook on the effects of the Affordable Care Act on the demand for labor. We highlighted two channels. One was the one that Congressman Van Hollen spoke about earlier, which is the effect on the overall demand for goods and services in the economy, and thus on employment. The other is the effects of the employer penalty on the demand for labor. In the very short run, for a given level of wages, requiring employers to pay some penalty amount for each of their employees in some circumstances amounts to raising the cost of those employees and would lead employers to reduce their number of people they hire. But we expect, as other analysts believe, that over time, costs that employers bear for their employees end up being borne by the employees in the form of lower wages. Health insurance costs are one example, and this mandate would be another. So we think that after a few years, the costs of the employer mandate are basically showing up in wages, and thus are affecting ultimately workers' supply of labor, but no longer the employer's demand for the most part.
Just to